So, hey guys, welcome to a new What If, and I'm doing this at 8 again, like I always do. So, this is a new What If. I'm just, like, you guys haven't commented on the What If Deku had Awful 1 yet to see it. So, can you guys please comment on that? Because I need to make a new video, but the What If Deku at the 7 Deadly Sins aren't that popular. So can you guys, comment on that, please? For me? See which one has the most comments? Because I really can't do that video, that What If, until you guys do it. Or I just will make that What If without him having it. So what if Deku was a villain? Let's just start off by the time Deku was saying, jump off the bridge, do a swan dive off the bridge. Deku, you couldn't become a hero. So, if you want, you can just take a swan dive off the cliff, off the why am I saying these? Off the building, and then maybe in your next life you might have some luck getting a quirk. And Deku's like, that might be a good idea. So I'm taking off this comic thing I watched called Survival. I really like that comic, by the way. Survival Villain Deku. So I took that off it. So sorry guys, this is just not going to be that full thing we created into just me talking with this. So like Deku jumps off the building. And then he survives. But it really hurt. And then he stood up. By the way, this really hurt him. Like, really, really hurt him. Either way, he stood up. So in this universe, Deku is, like, stronger than he is when he becomes a villain, because... So, what if we made him inside... What if we made him inside of any other villain thing other than the Villain League? Like, what if we don't make him inside of the Villain League? But all the time you go to the villain. So he jumps off the building, and actually no, I'm going to keep him the same strength. So this is all going to be like the survival comic until they get into the building. So then he hops into the building. Well, he doesn't stand up anymore. So I'm just making him stay on the ground. And then I'm going to say one fall inside of one of his disguise quirks. By the way, one fall, everyone makes an excuse for one fall. Like, literally, they just make him like, oh, it's got that quirk, he's got that quirk. He probably does have all those quirks, though. And Deku's like, sitting there and like, hey, and then one fall's like, maybe this could be useful. So then Deku's like then one fall, I meant all for one, brings, how long have I been saying one fall? Hopefully it wasn't that long. And then all for one brought Deku to like his own base. And then like, they've been telling him about Shigaraki, and he's now a big fan of Shigaraki. And what quirk should I make him get? Okay, I should have thought about this. Quirk. Okay, so I've got his quirk. So his quirk will be this Emerald Crusher. You guys can choose the name. I'm just saying Emerald Crusher from now on. And then, like, he's got this emerald little line, like, what he can, like, control. And, like, it can turn really sharp to really non-sharp. The lowest sharpness it can go is to as sharp as a butter knife. So that if you like cut yourself with a butter knife and it doesn't cut, it probably just cut. Don't cut yourself with a butter knife. Don't. So it's like this emerald colored little line, and then like, so Deku's like you can like play around with it, like use your finger. Swirl it around. You can do what you want with it. So it could basically it's a really overpowered quirk, okay? That's all I have to say. And I'm gonna pause again. So guys, I am back, and so last we left off, I'm pretty sure Deku, I was talking about the quirk of Deku. So Deku was given that quirk, which is a really powerful quirk, and it I've already explained it. It's really sharp. Put it up to 1,000 of the sharpest knives. That's how sharp it can go if you've used it enough. But that's how sharp All For One could do it. He could just do it for 200 knives, sharpest knives, and this same amount of normal knives. And so this, but this is. Don't say this is a bit worse than if Satan just threw a bunch of the sharpest knives at you. But this one, you can do the same. But because it can just zigzag through your body. It can just go in, out, and go into your body, out the other side, to your body, out the other side. And then it goes back to you. So it's if one electricity of one fall, you know the electricity what comes out of Deku when he's got one fall in full cowling? It one piece of that, but it's not electricity and it's can go round and stuff. Just right around his body. So that's basically what it's doing. It does. Until you go make it shoot, and then it shoots. So then, Deku would go to the bar and say, "Oh, it's you, Shigaraki. Hi." So by this time, it's been a month or two later of him being missing / being a villain, and I'm gonna make him keep the same personality, cause I like the survival comic because of that. It kept his personality, but also in some moments he got dark. And then so he's grabs his face, but he doesn't grab it with his middle finger. And he says "Who are you?" Because he's been a secret to all of them, other than All For One. So then All For One comes on the TV saying, "This is our new recruit." A pretty old recruit, 10 months old. I'm just gonna say 10 months. And then Dick is "Shigaraki, I've heard so many good things about you from All For One. I heard that you had the quirk decay. Is that right? You have this." And he starts mumbling. And then he's "What's with this kid? All For One, can I kill him here?" And All For One says, "No. Shigaraki, this is Izuku Midoriya." And then Dick is just but then he's just okay, I'm gonna make him the same as inside of that comic. I'm basing some stuff off of the comic, but not as much as you would think. But so he says, I'm just gonna tell you how much if he's killed or not. So he's killed, but he doesn't but in self-defense. Okay? He kills in self-defense because he doesn't condone violence for no absolute reason. I recommend watching that comic, by the way. Survival is a really cool comic. So Survival Villain Deku is really cool. Also, do you guys want me to do ships? Because I don't really like ships. But if you guys want me to do it, okay? By ships, people date each other inside of a thing. So do you guys want there to be ships? Okay, that's just a question I'm gonna stop, because that's not gonna happen for this What If. Okay? So then Deku's Hey Shigaraki. So, where we attack him first? And then Shigaraki says we're attacking the USJ. Well, actually, no, by this time he doesn't know. But then, like, Ophan's already asked him to go to... But then, like, Ophan's like, hey Deku, can you go to... and... go to UA and then be... and then, like... give us feedback? So then Deku goes, he says, yeah. Well, actually, that's what I was signing up to do at school anyway, so I guess so. So then when Deku joins and goes into UA, everyone's like, who's this kid? Because there's like this thing just going around him, and everyone was asking what his quirk, and he said his quirk was Emerald Crusher, and they're just like, what does it do? I'll tell you after we finish this. I'm trying not to change the personality, but he says, oh, my quirks! As Bakugo pulls him aside and says, Deku, what are you doing here? You don't have a quirk. Why were you about to tell him your quirk? Kachan, I got a quirk. Don't you know that? And then Bakugo's like, what? You can't have a quirk. No one can just get a quirk. Well, I guess I'm just a late bloomer. So then, like, Bakugo just lets him go. The Deku just runs in, like, happy, smile on his face. And then, like, they do the written exam. And then they do, then the, like, President Mike explains. But then, like, a blue-haired boy jumps up and then says, so, on the written exam, it says there was 4 robots. And if this is a mistake on UA's side, I will be severely disappointed in UA. And then the blue-haired boy also says, and you, if you're gonna sleep in here, how about you do it outside? Explaining by, like, just leave. Like, don't get out of this exam. And Dick is like, well, I just have a question for you. Would we be finished by now if you didn't interrupt? Ida says, yes, but, and then gets interrupted by President Mike saying, I was just about to get into the 4th robot, so sit down, thank you. And then, like, he talks about the 4th robot, how it's a 0 pointer, and you should have most likely avoid it. And then Deku just when Deku's in there, he just sits down on the floor, and everyone's like, yeah, this kid's so gonna lose. He's not even preparing to run. As they don't notice the Emerald Crusher quirk is preparing to run instead. So, the President Mike says, the door starts to open, and then the Emerald Crusher just starts going. And then, like, President Mike, guys, you don't have to wait. In a way, a true hero doesn't have to wait for someone to say go. Go, you guys, and follow that green thing. As the green thing is destroying robots in one hit. So it just destroys robots and, like, and the teachers are just like, whose quirk is that? So I think I'm gonna have to end it here. Sorry, but Deku finishes all the robots, and I'm almost out of time. So, I hope you comment on the first video, and bye!